welcome back to another video. Today I have an early spring unboxing slash book haul for you all. I wanted to wait until it was closer to spring to film this, but I just couldn't like not open these packages for any longer, and so I thought I'd do this video. It's almost Valentine's Day, and to me Valentine's Day feels a little bit like a pinch of spring in the middle of winter. So I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you like the pretty tulips behind me. Oh, they make me feel so happy. And I also have my Kiki's delivery service mug. I got this at a Joe Hisaishi concert last year with that I went to with my fiance, and at the bottom of this mug it has the Kiki logo on it, and it's so cute. So I'll show you that once I finish my tea. But yes, let's hop into the video because I can't resist any longer. I feel like I should preface that the reason why I bought so many books is because I was in the middle of a very stressful deadline, and sort of when I finished that I thought I'd treat myself to a few books that were from charity shops like World of Books, which is a second-hand bookshop online, and as well as books from Vinted that I've been eyeing for a while. So most of these are second-hand books, and a lot of these were in celebration of finishing this deadline slash to keep me going as I was in the middle of the trenches of the final art. Okay, so I'm gonna put my tea down and let's start unboxing. First up I believe this is a package from Vinted. It looks like it, so let's open it. Oh, oh wow, this is Pride and Prejudice by, of course, Jane Austen. So I've wanted to collect these gorgeous editions of Jane Austen's novels in the vintage classics paperback version. It's got the French flap inside, and they all match, all the covers match in this series. Look how beautiful they are, oh my gosh. And on the spine as well, it's got a lovely spine design. And I actually brought the other books I have in this series just to show you what they all look like. So this one's Persuasion, which I actually haven't read yet. I read Northanger Abbey and I loved this one. And of course Emma as well. And look, all of them together. Oh, they're so cute. They're gonna look so cute on the shelf. But yes, I have read Pride and Prejudice, and I think the only ones I haven't read in the Jane Austen world are Sense and Sensibility, Persuasion, and Mansfield Park, I believe. So I have a couple left, but I am enjoying collecting these. And again, all of these I found from secondhand websites and shops, which is amazing. This next package is from World of Books, so let's get opening. I'm scared to cut into the book accidentally or something. Ooh, what's this? Oh, I see. Oh, this one's so damaged. That makes me so sad. Okay, I was a little bit confused at first because I thought it would look a little bit different in real life, but this is A Sky Painted Gold by Laura Wood. Laura Wood, I believe, does these beautiful stories with amazing romance. I believe it's clean romance. And this particular book is based in the summer, so hopefully I'll get round to this when it's hotter. But I know that this book is marketed as sort of like a Great Gatsby-esque romance, which, I mean, that pulled me in straight away. and I believe she's got beautiful writing, the author, with lovable characters. I know that Laura Wood has a series, and I think this one is the first book in that series, so I wanted to pick this one up first. On the back it says, when Lou steals inside the grand Cardew house in the dreamy summer of 1929, she's drawn into the lives of the Cardew siblings, glittering whirlwind Caitlin and handsome enigmatic Robert. But as Lou is swept into the dazzling world of moonlit parties, unrivaled glamour and whispered secrets, can she stay true to herself and her heart? The only reason why I was a bit hesitant when I opened this package is because I didn't realise how sort of tattered this copy would be. On not Vinted. On World of Books, you can see if it's in good condition, very good, or like new, and this was very good. So I thought it wouldn't, I guess I was a bit shocked when the pages were super yellowed and the cover, I'm not sure if you can tell on the screen, but it's a little bit creased and it's just seen some time, hasn't it? But yeah, this is A Sky Painted Gold by Laura Wood. Ooh, next up, I cannot wait to read this book. This is Baker's Magic by Diane Zala. Baker's Magic is a book that I have wanted to read for the longest time now. It's been on my spring cottagecore TBR for a few years, and I've just never been able to find a copy of it online that for an affordable price. I didn't see it anywhere on Vinted or anybody selling it secondhand, so when I saw that World of Books had a copy, I knew I wanted to grab my hands on it, even if it is a little battered and bruised. In this book, I believe we follow a little girl called Bee, and she discovers that she has magical powers, normally only granted to princes and princesses. Bee, as an orphan, is shocked to discover that she has magical abilities with baking. So this book follows little Bee as she goes on to save a princess, and she meets a blacksmith, a baker, a pirate, and they become a group of friends to go and save this princess. And I can't wait. I think it's going to be super sweet, super endearing and enchanting. So this is A Baker's Magic by Diane Zala. This is another World of Book package. World of Book were having this amazing sale going on where it was buy 3 under £5 and get the 4th book free, hence why I've placed 2 orders. I can't wait! This feels a bit like it's my birthday or something, opening all of these, saving all of these books up to open it with you guys. Oh, yes, this is Georgette Heyer's The Black Moth in the gorgeous 100th anniversary edition. So this book is The Black Moth, and Georgette Heyer is one of those authors that I wanted, again, to read for the longest time, but her books, she just has the most unfortunate covers for her books, and so they've just not made me want to buy them. It's so sad, and I believe it was, I think Stephen Fry even commented that the books should get better cover designs. Georgette Heyer is just one of those master of Regency romances, just like Jane Austen, and I've never read any of her books, so I don't really even know what this one's about. But The Black Moth is, I believe, one of her very first, if not her debut novel. So I thought this would be a good place to start since she has a huge roster of books. This book has a wonderful hardback design. It even has the little ribbon. Oh, it's so beautiful. In spring, I always find myself gravitating towards a good Regency romance book. And with shows like Bridgerton and the aesthetics of flowers and lovely flowy dresses, I know that Georgette Heyer is much loved and not praised enough, so I can't wait to read The Black Moth and start off my Georgette Heyer journey. Okay, this one must be another Vinted order. How should I open this? Oh. Oh my gosh! wanted to read this, no, I've already read this. I wanted to have a copy of this ever since I finished reading it late January, sorry. This is Yours from the Tower by Sally Nichols, and oh my goodness, this book is so delightful. If you love a Regency inspired romance, if you want epistolary form novel, then this book is something that you could add to your TBR. It follows 3 friends who have left school and are now in the big wide real world, and it follows them as they write letters to each other in correspondence because they wanted to keep in contact with each other after leaving school. The 3 friends each have their own distinct personalities and their own love issues and problems and their own love stories. So you follow each of them as they meet some wonderful men, and it's just wonderful to read about. It's the perfect book to read during spring. Each character's voice is so unique and distinct, so I don't think you'll have a problem keeping up with all the changing letters and the viewpoints, but it's all written in letter form, and this book made me laugh out loud on so many occasions. Terza is one of the characters, and she packs a punch. Like, I could not stop laughing whenever I was reading her letters. You see these girls becoming adults, exchanging dreams in letters and their hopes in finding romance and the difficulties in romance. I initially picked this book up from the library via Libby as an ebook, and as soon as I finished it, I knew that I wanted a physical copy. So when I saw somebody selling this for like £3 on Vinted, I had to grab it straight away, and time flew by as I was reading this. It not only is such a fun read with some gorgeous romances, but it also touches upon more serious social issues as well, because one of the characters that we follow is trying to help run an orphanage. And so this book just was an all-around wonderful read, perfect for spring, as you can tell by this gorgeous front cover. So yes, I highly recommend this one. We have this one and one more package after this. It's another World of Book. So let's see what's inside. Ah, So this book is A Lady's Guide to Fortune Hunting by Sophie Irwin. Currently there are 2 books in this series, and I don't know if Sophie Irwin is going to write a 3rd one, but if she does, I am gobbling that one down as well. This particular book follows Kitty as she tries to seek out fortune. Her family are not well off, and in order to provide for all her sisters, she decides that she needs to marry a very wealthy man. And so she doesn't really care how she goes about doing that. She's very ready to deceive any man or to trick any man to get his money, and so hence fortune hunting. And so when Kitty sets off during the London season to try and make her fortune and get married into a rich family, she ends up coming across Lord Ratcliffe, who is the only one who can see through her disguise. And so the chemistry between these 2 characters, this is a clean romance by the way, but the chemistry, the banter, the wittiness, and the fact that it's set during the London season, it's just amazing yet again to read during this spring. On the back of this book it says that if you're a fan of Bridgerton you will swoon, and I wholeheartedly agree with this. I read this book via Libby again, and so when I saw this book on Vinted I knew I wanted to get a copy of it. The only thing is this one's a hardback, and I prefer paperbacks in general, but I don't really like the paperback cover for at least the UK version of the paperback. And so I decided I just collect the hardbacks for these for this series. Okay, we're on to the final package. there's a lot in here. You know how I was saying that I haven't read and I don't have copies of Mansfield Park and Sense and Sensibility? Well, now I do. I've got the whole... Do I have the whole collection? I'm not sure, but I either got the whole collection or I'm almost there. Oh, they're so beautiful, aren't they? Oh, I just love them. And on the back there's a quote for each one, and I'm just so excited to read all of Jane Austen's works. It's perfect to read during this time of year. And if I don't think I've shown you this already, but basically on the inside of each cover there's a cover of a different book. So this one matches Pride and Prejudice. So all of them together will be beautiful on the shelves, and these are in beautiful condition too. How lovely. So yes, now I have Mansfield Park and Sense and Sensibility to add to my collection. Next up we have The Winter Cottage by Rachel Lucas. This is one of those books that I also found really difficult to come across online, and I don't think... No, I believe you can buy this on Amazon, but I was trying to find a secondhand copy of it, which is very hard to come by. And they had a copy on World of Books, so even though the spine is cracked, I knew I wanted it. I read this book during the winter season last year, around December, and it was such a wonderful read. If you want a clean romance set in Scotland, following a wonderful cast of siblings and romance in it as well, then this book is such a heartwarming, feel-good one to pick up. I have never seen anybody talk about this book on BookTube, so I think it deserves so much more hype and so much love. I know it's almost spring, but maybe if you want to add it to your winter TBR, it could be a great pick. This book follows a girl called Rilla, and Rilla used to live in the Scottish Highlands, but she ends up moving away to America when she is young. So when her father dies, she goes back to the Scottish Highlands in order to take care of his old cottage. And when she gets there, she bumps into a group of friends and family and siblings who she used to know and play with when she was little. And from one of these friends is a man who she just hasn't seen him in a while, and so it's very romantic. The chemistry between the characters is to die for. I was just rooting for them the whole time. It's very adorable, a wonderful thing to read. And I know that this book is set in winter and we're reaching spring, but if you'd like to add a heartwarming book to your winter TBR, then I really do recommend this one. It has snowy landscapes, Scottish Highlands, a wonderful cast of characters, and gorgeous, clean romance. Okay, last but not least, we have Twin Crowns by Catherine Doyle and Catherine Webber. This book series is another one that I devoured as an ebook through Libby, and it follows two sisters, Wren and Rose, and they are both princesses, but at the start of this book one of them does not know the other one is alive, and so it follows them as they discover each other. It's about sisterly love and the difficulties of siblinghood, but also the deep and profound love that can come with it. This is more than a classic sort of princess fairy tale. This has so much action packed into it, and it follows some wonderful characters. Each of these sisters have their own romance plotline as well, so if you do love a beautiful romance read, then I really highly recommend this one. Each chapter interchanges between Rose and Wren's perspective and their individual quests, so really it feels like you're following two quests in one go, and you see it all wrap up beautifully at the end. This book is part of a trilogy, and so I've actually read the second one and I can't wait to read the third one, Burning Crowns, which is coming up very soon. So I'm gonna have to keep my eyes peeled for books 2 and 3 as well. that is the end of the book haul and book unboxing. I hope you enjoyed this spring themed, at least most of these are spring themed books. I cannot wait to now go through each one and organize them onto my bookshelves and put it onto my TBR section of the bookshelf, some of them. I hope you enjoyed this video, and oh yes, I need to show you the bottom of my Kiki mug. At the bottom it has a wonderful logo. Isn't that adorable? Every time I wash this mug it makes me so happy because I leave it hanging like this, and so this logo is just makes me smile. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are. Thank you friends for all your support. I hope you're enjoying these videos as much as I'm enjoying making them. I have a lot of spring themed videos coming, so if you love cottagecore, love flowers, then I hope you're excited about the next couple of videos coming. So yes, have a lovely rest of your day friends. Bye!